If you watch OC Motivator's video, you see that he tried to buy a King Daytona from one of Napleton Auto Group's dealerships in Illinois. Then you saw TK's garage video where he exposed that this particular dealership was a part of a big giant scandal and they got sued by the FTC. But what if I told you that now I have researched this particular auto group and this is by far the most corrupt, disgusting dealership group I have ever researched in my entire life. If you thought Mac Hake was bad, Mac Hake has nothing compared to Napleton Auto Group. Usually when I make these videos, you guys know that I always have a very structured way that I talk about these particular things that I talk about videos. From, have everything written out, try to keep everything in 10, 15 minutes, try to give you guys as much information as possible. But this Napleton Auto Group, they just takes the cake. This is like by far, like I said, one of the most disgusting, repulsive dealerships I've ever had to research it. Like I feel sorry for myself for having to read through all the filth that I read through that this dealership group is involved in. OC Motivator, he basically dipped his toes in the amount of corruption that this dealership group is involved in. For him just simply calling about a Charger King Daytona, he literally saw just a small sample of them doing bait and switch tactics to customers to lure them into their dealership to buy this car and then turn around when they get into the dealership, hey, it's $100,000 over sticker, rather than it's a few $1,000s on the sticker. And then TK's garage, he does his thing as the petty king of America, and he finds out through some little digging that this particular Napleton Auto Group, they were sued by the FTC a couple of years ago for defrauding thousands of customers for putting a whole bunch of junk fees and add a whole bunch of crap to it, and specifically targeting black people by throwing all kinds of nonsense in their contracts. And now they was busted. And here they go again 2 years later, going back to the same tactics of scamming people by saying one price online, and then when they get you closed in, then there's a $100,000 markup. This automotive group deserves to have 0 of these brands. One of these OEMs need to have the guts to strip this automotive group of a franchise. For them to condone this group's actions over the last 3 to 5 years, being racist to a certain group of people, to promoting people who are racist towards certain groups of people, to treating their mechanics like crap at one of these Cadillac dealerships, to taking advantage of an unconscious woman in her hotel room. Like, this is how bad this automotive group is. So I'm going to keep my comments to myself, but I want to let you guys know everything I'm about to read to you guys is public knowledge. So if this Napleton Auto Group with their corrupt self wants to send anything my way, just remember, all this stuff that I'm about to say is in the realm of public knowledge. These are news articles about your corruptness. Now, let's get into this article from the FTC's website. The FTC takes action against multi-state auto dealer Napleton for sneaking illegal junk fees onto bills and discriminating against black customers. Napleton Auto will pay a record-setting $10 million in case, I guess it was me, in a case brought jointly with the state of Illinois. I kind of find it a slap in the face that this auto group gets fined only $10 million. These guys own over 50 dealerships. $10 million is like basically like 200 grand per dealership. If these guys done scammed over 30 to 40,000 people, what's $10 million? Now, regardless of not you like Donald Trump or not, someone says that Donald Trump overinflated his company and they want to give him a $380-something million fine. But this auto group with over 50-something dealerships, they only fined them $10 million, and that's a record. Over 80% of people hate dealerships in this country, and $10 million is the best they can do. Volkswagen was fined $1 billion, and they defrauded customers and the government. But these guys only get $10 million? I mean, are you serious? And I'm looking at this article from Carb Scoops, and if you scroll down, I love the particular paragraph. Despite the fact that this may sound like a big win for consumers, the initial complaint against the Napleton Automotive Group alleged that it charged at least $70 million in illegal fees dating back to 2017. That's more than $10 million every year in illegal fees alone. Now, after selling for $10 million in total, the dealership group is moving on as one of the top 15 dealership groups most likely in the country. And so I want to turn your attention to the next article by Car Scoops. The FTC Consumer Protection Director, Samuel Levine, says that $10 million will hold Napleton accountable. This is the highest amount of fines a dealership has ever paid to the FTC, and $9.9 million of the money will go directly back to consumers who were affected. And then you look at this article right here. Bernie Madoff victims get an additional $158 million in restitution. And this is from December 11th, 2023. So this just happened 2-3 months ago. 15 years to the day after the arrest of Bernie Madoff for the largest Ponzi scheme in history, nearly 25,000 of the disgraced financial victims will receive an additional $158.9 billion, bringing their total recoveries to 91% of their lost money. I would love to see how much money those customers defrauded by Napleton, how much of their money they recovered with this $10 million fine, especially when it was alleged they did over $70 million. When it comes to people who like me, we take pennies. The FTC is sending 66,355 checks to car buyers affected by unlawful practices at Napleton Auto Group. They defrauded over 66,000 people, and these guys got a slap on the wrist. On average, each affected party will get $147 back from a settlement that amounted to more than $9.8 million. That is a slap in the face to every person involved in that lawsuit. I mean, are you serious? If you take the $147, multiply it by 7, since it's supposed to be at least $70 million, each person should have got back over $1,000. Mr. Samuel Levine, I'm just gonna say that whenever the victims look like me, we get pennies. We get hundreds of dollars in settlements. But when the victims don't look like me, they get millions and billions of dollars in settlements. So I'm just saying, Mr. Samuel Levine, that maybe you guys should go after Napleton again, because now we have proof again that they're doing the exact same thing that you said, Mr. Samuel Levine, that will hold them accountable. And 2 years later, they're still doing the exact same thing. But I digress. Let's do a little story time. The Federal Trade Commission and the state of Illinois are taking action against Napleton, a large multi-state auto dealer group based in Illinois, for sneaking illegal junk fees for unwanted add-ons onto customers' bills and for discriminating against Black consumers by charging them more for financing. I don't care if you're white, black, blue, green, or tangerine. If a dealership screws you, I'm not gonna be like the government and go soften them. I will do everything I can. I know TK will do the same thing as well, and I know Automotive will do the same thing as well. I'll do everything I can, regardless of how you look, to make sure that dealership is held accountable. Working closely with the Illinois Attorney General, we are holding these dealerships accountable for discriminating against minority customers and sneaking junk fees onto people's bills. Especially as families struggle with rising car prices, dealerships that cheat their customers can expect to hear from us. Right, we'll see about that. The complaint against North American Automotive Services, Inc., also known as Napleton Automotive Group, alleges that 8 of its dealerships and the general manager of 2 Illinois dealerships illegally tacked on junk fees for unwanted add-on products such as payment insurance and paint protection. The illegal junk fees costed consumers hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This is the only person that was specifically named in this whole lawsuit, because I'm gonna show you a list. This guy was not fired. This guy was actually promoted by this auto group after defrauding thousands of customers and probably thousands of Black people. This guy was promoted to platform manager at Napleton Auto Group. Now, if you wondering like, how do I know this guy is who I say he is? If you scroll down, there go his name. Hitco Kadrick, general manager of the 2 Illinois-based dealerships. And here we go, right here on his LinkedIn, he is promoted to platform manager. And you might be saying, you know, this dealership has to be crazy to promote someone who has defrauded customers. But when you read what is going on with the owner's son, you'll understand why this guy promoted. This auto group is so dysfunctional. This is how they operate. This is who they are. So this auto group just 2 years ago was caught up in this fine for defrauding thousands of customers And OC Motivator catches them again, promoting one price on their website, and then when he calls them, oh, that's not the price, we're taking bids on it. So they doing bait and switch tactics on OC Motivator, and they just got caught 2 years ago for defrauding customers. So it seems that little $10 million fine, FTC, didn't do squat. I was about to say the other word, but you know what the word's about to say. According to the complaint, the dealership will often wait until the end of hours-long negotiation process to sneak in junk fees for add-on products and services into customers' purchase contracts, which often ran as long as 60 pages. These dudes were actively trying to piss people off, wear them out, and get them long pages of contracts that they knew they wouldn't read. These junk fees were often added despite customers specifically declining the add-ons or having confirmed prices that did not include the add-ons. In other cases, the customers were falsely told that the add-ons were free or a requirement for the purchase of the vehicle. A survey cited in the complaint showed that 83% of buyers from the dealership were charged junk fees for add-ons without authorization or as a result of the deception. One customer cited in the complaint reported that the dealership in Arlington Heights charged him nearly $4,000 in add-on after he paid a similar amount in the down payment. The complaint also alleges that the Napleton dealerships discriminated against Black consumers in connection with financing the vehicle purchases. Napleton employees had wide latitude to increase the cost of a customer's loan by increasing the amount paid in interest or adding add-ons to the final contract. And Napleton promoted their general manager who did this. Now he's in a higher position. Wow. The settlement will also require the defendants to establish a comprehensive fair lending program that, among other components, will cap the additional interest markup they can charge customers. The settlement also requires that the defendants to charge consumers only with express, informed consent and prevents them from misrepresenting the cost or terms to buy, lease, finance, or whether a fee or charge is optional. We have audio recording FTC that this dealership violated this settlement. They misrepresented the price on their website to OC Motivator and played games with him round and round and round and told him that the car had $100,000 over sticker. And I want you guys to see the defendants in this case. Let me go back. They sued one of their Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships. Surprise, surprise. They sued the general manager, who I just showed you guys was promoted. They sued another Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. That's 2. They sued another Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. That's 3. They sued another Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. That's 4. They sued, surprise, surprise, another Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. So 5 or 8 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships were sued for defrauding thousands of customers. This is like one of those automotive groups to where they need to be stripped of a franchise. Like someone has to step up to the plate. Now, Hyundai, they did successfully sue in Florida to remove 2 Kia dealerships from Napleton's, but Napleton's is trying to, countersue and all this other nonsense, going on in the court system right now about removing 2 of Hyundai's dealerships from this group. I'm gonna talk about it in another video because I know this video is getting long because just defrauding Black people, that's one video. And I could probably make 3 more videos just going over the filth in this dealership, right? Or this automotive group. I got a video I can make about them getting stripped of Hyundai dealerships and blowing up engines intentionally. There's another video I can make about the Cadillac dealership that this auto group's, one of the guy's brother owns another Napleton Auto Group. And within that auto group, you have the same kind of shenanigans going on over there. In a third video, I could talk about the whole sexual assault of a female employee in a West Palm Beach hotel that the Marriott was complicit in. So there's a lot of videos that I can make about this particular dealership chain. It is a travesty that this dealership group is one of the top 15 dealership groups in the entire country with the shenanigans that I'm just reading just in this one video. You got racism. Then another video, you got scams of blowing engines with Hyundai. Then another video I can make, you got sexual assault of an employee. So there will be more to come. And this video right here is simply just part 1. So let me know what you guys think. Is Napleton's by far the most racist auto group in America? The FTC seems to think so, find them like a measly $10 million. And I hope Mr. Levine from the FTC that you guys will take a look at OC Motivator's video that I'm gonna link right here. And you see that this dealership group, yet again, don't give a dang about your little $10 million fine. They're still doing the same stuff. And I thought that you said, Mr. Levine, that this $10 million would hold them accountable. But I guess not. So let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I'm out.